The newly released tranche of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein has cast renewed scrutiny over billionaire Bill Gates' past ties to the convicted sex offender, revealing a mix of graphic, unverified allegations alongside a far more detailed picture of philanthropic coordination between the two men than was previously known. The disclosures emerge from a broader Justice Department release exceeding 3 million pages, reopening questions about Epstein's relationships with influential figures years after his death. The most explosive material in the release centers on 2 unsent draft emails dated July 18, 2013, which appear to have been written by Epstein to himself. The messages, saved in Epstein's email account and written in a stream of consciousness style marked by typos and harsh language, contain explicit claims that Epstein facilitated sexual encounters for Gates and helped him obtain medication to conceal a sexually transmitted infection from his wife. It remains unclear who authored the drafts, but they are addressed from Epstein to himself, and there is no indication they were ever sent or shared. Gates has categorically denied the allegations, calling them false. The claims contained in the draft emails are unverified and uncorroborated, and Gates has not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing related to Epstein. Beyond the draft emails, the document release contains extensive correspondence between Epstein and Gates, documenting meetings, discussions, and coordination related largely to Gates' philanthropic activities. All documented interactions between the two occurred after Epstein's 2008 conviction in Florida on prostitution-related charges involving a minor. In one of the draft emails, Epstein claimed he helped Gates obtain drugs in order to deal with consequences of sex with Russian girls and other illicit trysts, and alleged that Gates asked for Adderall for bridge tournaments. Another draft asserted that Gates asked Epstein to delete messages referencing an STD, requested antibiotics to give secretly to Melinda French Gates, and asked Epstein to erase explicit personal details. A spokesperson for Gates said that the allegations were absolutely absurd and completely false, stating that the documents only demonstrate Epstein's frustration over not having an ongoing relationship with Gates and his willingness to defame him. The statement acknowledged that meeting Epstein was a serious error in judgment, but emphasized that Gates never visited Epstein's island, never attended parties with him, and had no involvement in any illegal activities associated with Epstein. Gates addressed the latest revelations in an interview, saying the draft email was never sent and was false. He expressed regret over any time spent with Epstein, stating that while those meetings were a mistake, they had nothing to do with the behavior described in the allegations. Melinda French Gates, meanwhile, said the release of new Epstein documents revived painful memories from their marriage. She stated that any remaining questions should be answered by those involved, including her ex-husband. Gates' ties to Epstein were previously reported as a factor in their divorce, citing internal discussions after reports emerged that Gates had met Epstein numerous times. The documents also suggest Epstein was aware of Melinda Gates' discomfort with the relationship. In January 2017, Epstein exchanged messages with a redacted individual who said Gates wanted to speak with Epstein, but that his wife would not allow it. Epstein later suggested connecting Melinda with Kathy Ruemmler, a former White House counsel under President Barack Obama, as a way to ease concerns. Ruemmler later stated she never met Gates nor advocated on his behalf. Across years of correspondence, Epstein and Gates continued to discuss philanthropy, with Epstein at times seeking recognition for his ideas. In one 2014 email to author Michael Wolff, Epstein questioned whether Gates should credit him as the architect of a major charitable fund structure. In March 2017, Epstein also encouraged Gates and Larry Cohen, CEO of Gates Ventures, to meet Tom Barak, an advisor to President Donald Trump, who later became U.S. ambassador to Turkey. Taken together, the documents reveal a complex and troubling portrait. An extensive post-conviction relationship marked by philanthropy and access, shadowed by disturbing, unproven allegations that Epstein recorded but never sent, and which Gates has firmly and repeatedly denied.